So the other day I had a conversation with someone that I find very special to me, and she really helped me realize that everything really does happen for a reason, and everything that happens to you throughout life is either to learn a lesson or to guide you and show you the way of some sort. You know, everything in life is meant for you to learn from. And my whole life I've struggled with regret. Every time I make a decision, there's always a second guess, you know? There's always like damn, I don't know if I made the right choice, you know? There's always a fuck, I should have done it this way. If only I did it this way, this all would have been different. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys can relate to this, but my whole life I've thought about, you know, big decisions that I've made or things I've said or things I've done to people, and I play out like a timeline of how my life would be different if I didn't do that thing, you know? And I'm finally realizing it's such an unhealthy thing to do, because you're gonna build up like this resentment for yourself. You're gonna start hating yourself based on something you cannot control. You can't control what you did. Everything in your life before you made that decision that you're regretting so much was meant to happen. You know, all of the things that led up to that decision that you're regretting so much meant to happen. Every single one of them. And it's gonna shape you for who you are today, and it'll always do that. That'll never change. And I still do it all the time, but I used to really like play out a timeline, you know, like if I didn't treat this person this way, then maybe we would have done this together, you know? Or in my past relationships, I used to think, you know, if I didn't act this way, or if I just could have got this down, like if I wasn't such a fucking idiot and I could have just done this right, then she would still love me. Or, you know, with a friend, if I would have checked up on this friend more, maybe they would see me in a brighter light, you know? You know, you could do it on a big scale and a small scale, but the moral of what I'm saying is that everything happens for a reason, and you have to realize that the only thing you can control is right now. Even me, when I just said right now, that is now in the past. I cannot control that. So let's look forward, you know, let's look right in front of us. I feel like dwelling on the past and holding on to decisions that you've made in a past life, or just past versions of you in general, are going to hold you back from pursuing things in the future, like so much, because you'll build up walls, you'll develop things to live by, you know, like last time I did this, I regretted it so bad, so I won't do it again, you know? And you'll stop taking chances on you. You'll stop taking chances on people that you meet, new people that you meet, because opportunities are always going to come up. But if regret lingers in the back of your head, I don't want to regret this decision, I don't want to blah, blah, blah. If that's always lingering in the back of your head, it'll haunt you forever, and it'll hinder your advancements in life. I've been starting to realize, like, there is no such thing as a bad decision, you know? It's just a decision. It's just a decision. If you made a bad decision, you made a decision that's going to allow you to grow and be better. It was never bad because you learned from it. If all you ever do in life is make good, safe decisions that you'll never ever regret, you're never going to grow. You're never going to feel hardship. You're never going to understand what it's like to, you know, go down the wrong path and redirect yourself, and how amazing that feels to correct your life and become something greater than you are today. You'll miss out on those big developments, you know, if you live like this cautious life of like, I don't want to regret this, I don't want to regret that. All of this is just us trying to tap into our future selves, you know? I mean, I could find myself getting so sad over feelings of regret. You know, the childhood me, I regret the way I treated my parents. I regret the way I treated that friend, you know? I regret bullying that kid, or, you know, talking back to my mom when I should have just listened and she would have found it so much more respectful. There'll always be a billion things to regret. Always. You'll be regretting shit for the rest of your life until you can finally let go of what you were before you made that decision. There's a famous saying, every single person watching this video knows it. There's a famous saying that says you learn something new every day. And you do. Every single day, you are a different version of who you were the day before. You're not a worse version. It's honestly subjective to even say you're a better version. You're just different. You've learned things. You've changed. You saw something and reacted to it. You can't live off of regret over decisions that you've made in your past when you are not that person anymore. You are not that guy. For the most part, you're probably a way better person, and you need to let that go. You need to let all of that go. All of that regret. You need to forgive yourself first. First and foremost, you have to formally agree to forgive yourself. Cause shit, I'd beat the fuck out of 16-year-old me too. I would beat the shit out of him. But you know what though? I would also look at him and be like, you were just a naive little kid, you know? You're going to be proud of the way that 20-year-old you thinks, you know? You're going to be proud of the things that he's learned and the ways that he's grown as a person, you know? There's no point in dwelling on, you know, past situations. You have to just learn from them and keep pushing. You got to just roll with the punches, man. We can't keep dwelling over spilled milk, guys. If that milk spills, hey, the supermarket's right around the corner. We can go get some new shit. There's a crazy amount of pressure that's lifted off your shoulders when you start to forgive your younger self for the things that he did, you know? You start naturally growing as a person and becoming bigger than you were before by just getting rid of that excess fat, you know? When you hold on to that shit, it weighs you down, man. It makes you fat. It makes you lethargic. You move slower as a human because all the thoughts of that younger guy, that guy that's not you, that 16-year-old you, that 18-year-old you, that 20 you, that 25 you, that 30-year-old you, that guy, all of his decision making is holding you down from being the prime you, which is the you right now. You gotta shave that shit off, man. You can't let that shit affect you. You gotta get the fuck rid of that. And you'll start to love yourself more too, you know? You'll start to understand yourself more, like on a deeper level, you know? You'll be a lot happier living without regret. You'll be a lot happier. I'm just here to tell you guys because I'm on like an early journey of this, you know? I'm trying to understand. I'm still trying to understand myself, you know? And I'm in my head all day. I overthink all day long. And I'm sure a lot of you guys do too. It takes me so long to make certain decisions, and it's because I can't let go of the feeling of a potential regret, you know? Like, I don't want to misstep. I'm so scared to misstep because I want to live everything perfect. I want to be perfect. I want to be picture perfect, never make a mistake, be a perfect example for the people around me. But to grow and to learn, like, you have to fumble. You have to make that mistake. Very rarely can people just perfectly coast through life without a single hardship. You'll never hear a story. There's no success stories that involve people that never felt a hardship. You know, you can't let the lingering thought of regretting doing something stop you from progressing in life. I know I probably sound like a broken record, but it's very essential. Like because it's simple. It is very simple. You have to understand that there are no bad days. There are no bad decisions. They're just days and they're just decisions. They're just like the great ones. They happen. They exist. That's it. They exist. It's another day. You just made another decision. Are you going to help yourself out, help your future self out and make a good one? Yeah. But they're just decisions. You can't regret them. Don't let future you regret what you're doing now. Help that guy out, you know? Help that guy out and just make decisions that'll help him not feel regret, you know? Forgive your past self and set up your future self. That's all you got to do. Regret will be a thing of the past. So it'll be a word that you don't really think about, you know? I mean, financially, making financial mistakes, making relationship mistakes, making personal mistakes. It's all good. You're going to keep doing it. You're going to fuck up for a long time. We're all fuck ups. I am such a fuck up. I am fucking up every day. But when you lay that head down at that pillow, understand that it was just a day, just like any other. It was just a day. And tomorrow we're going to have a better one. And we're not going to regret the things that we did today. We're not going to let that carry into tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about regret because I had a conversation recently that really made me think, you know, like it all comes full circle. You know, you could be regretting something today that'll be a blessing in a couple years. You never know. You never know. And you could be regretting something so heavily today that actually just doesn't affect your life in the future at all. So there's no point in tripping on it. But understanding that everything happens for a reason is I think it's important for self-peace, you know? Take control of what you can control, but let the things you can't control just run their course, you know what I'm saying? And you'll be better off for it. I promise. I swear I'm not lying. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you come back for more. I appreciate you guys for watching. It means the world to me. This is my dream. I say it every video, but it just makes me so happy that there's a couple of people that'll listen to me and give me their time of day, because I know how valuable your time is. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Later.